Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back for another beer review. It is of course me, Ruku, and today's beer review is another beer from America, which I'm so happy to have got my hands on. It is another KBS, but this is a different KBS. So this is from Founders Brewery in America, from Michigan. Released in 2021, evidently. This little beauty is a cinnamon vanilla cocoa flavoured stout. It is of course barrel aged. It's an imperial stout with coffee, cinnamon, vanilla extract, cocoa nib, aged in oak bourbon barrels. Now, does that sound good or what? Because that, to me, that sounds amazingly good. This is 12%. Don't think we're going to get this, but there it is, 12%. Just show you there. There we go. Cinnamon, vanilla, cocoa. Okay, so this was bottled on. Okay, so this is already aged a few years already. This was bottled on the 9th of the 3rd, 2021. So it's already 2 years old. So again, getting with the aging. It says that this is a cinnamon vanilla cocoa. The sumptuous deep coffee and chocolate flavours of KBS rise to the next level with a swirl of cinnamon and a hint of vanilla to create a sweet but not too sweet barrel aged drinking experience. It's a whole new spin on KBS that's sure to sweeten your spirits. Yeah, so this is 2 years old, and I looked into when they barrel age this, like where do they do this, and apparently there's a cellar underneath, like there's got a cave of some kind, like a cabin, and they put all the barrels in there and they just let them age. So this beer has been aged for some time in the barrels anyway, and been bottled for at least 2 years. So if stored correctly, which I hope it has been, this is going to be a fantastic beer. You didn't see there is I've got a bit of smoke off the back end of that. It just come down. You didn't probably get that. Good nice little hiss. Bend the cap back. There it is, Founders, and if you flip it and reverse it, it says barrel aged in there. I always like that. It's a good little gimmick. Said it before. There we go. Oh, that is dead level. Look at that, dead level. I'm going to let that sit, because I've still got about an inch left in there. I might add that later. But there you go. Just black, as it should be. Nice tanned, coffee looking head, and then a little bit of fluff. Take that, don't want that. As it should be. Looking good. Let's crack on with some aroma. Oh yeah, same as the last KBS, you get the bourbon, you get the chocolate and the coffee all in one go. That coffee again is very, very strong. They're not messing around on that. So it's good to know. I've really got a load of crap in this today. What's going on? Yeah, lots of coffee. They're not messing around on this. Head has now levelled out. So let's crack on with the taste. So cheers everyone to another KBS. So initially you got that cinnamon. That cinnamon is beautiful, and I'm glad that you can actually taste the cinnamon in this, because you know sometimes these beers and stouts are like, oh, this is this flavour and this flavour, and you don't really get that, but this is quite strong. Alcohol is very strong straight off the bat. It's warming, it's in the mouth, gives you a slight burn on the way down, and then it dies off. But that cinnamon gives it a lovely spiciness, and it's a warmth as well. So what with the warming of the alcohol and the bourbon, the cinnamon is there as well. And I think what that does is that reminds me of Christmas. You've got a very warming, complex stout here with a lot of flavour to it. I do get the bourbon. The bourbon, I would say on this occasion, is more forward. So it's more at the start of your drinking experience, more so towards, you know, from the previous one, which was at the end. This is more at the start, you get the bourbon. Yeah, swish it round a little bit, it comes mid-mouth as well. So bourbon, first thing, midway through, dies off. Cinnamon constantly there. I don't really get the vanilla. But the chocolate is there, and the coffee is strong as well, and the coffee is throughout the whole of this stout. It's just bang, dynamite, it's there. And again, Founders are renowned for this. They've given me a nice smooth body, and the mouthfeel feels velvety, soft and silky, and it's a real pleasure to drink. And they're very good at that, and that's what I love Founders for, because every time I have one of their stouts or one of their beers in general, they've always got a fantastic mouthfeel that just is luxury. It just feels like a luxury, you know, experience. Aftertaste is cinnamony, cinnamon and coffee is the easiest way to tell you. It's just cinnamon coffee all the way through. Maybe a tiny bit of malt there as well, just seeping in. But yeah, fantastic beer. Fantastic. I really do love Founders, and I've never had a shit beer from them. So this is going to get a 10 out of 10 from me. And yeah, I must admit, it's just luxury on all levels. It's really good. And being aged for 2 years probably just makes it that little bit more smoother. Maybe that little bit more, if I burp, so good beer. Maybe a little bit more hearty. But just to let you know, this was a 12 fluid ounce bottle or 355ml. So if you're out there in the States, you've probably seen this, but if you're not in the States, try and find this, because you are not going to regret this. It is a fantastic stout. Till next time, fans, don't forget to like and subscribe, share my videos, and I'll see you all next time for some more Founders.